going to Berlin. After 1 month here in Poland, it was a blast. But now, time to move on. Once again back in Germany, this time in Berlin. I went out yesterday, had a couple of beers. The city is crazy. Gonna be interesting to see what this city has to offer. It's a really young city, a lot of young people out. Quite a contrast to what I'm usually used to. So this is the Berlin that I've come to know. Full of graffiti, cool art. It's a bit like watching that way, but city's totally different. Has a really young vibe. It's super liberal. Everywhere I went yesterday, I saw, every second person drinking a beer, public, smoking, a lot of clubbing going on, a lot of street things. Impressive buildings, canals. Wow, this place is awesome. With the time attack. So I'm right now on the Museum Island, pretty close to Alexanderplatz, and look at these buildings here. You have the cathedral. I have no idea what that is in behind me. Wow, there's so many cool landmarks here. Tons of really great museums, I was told, and wow, the buildings are so impressive. And you can really see the history landmarks here. They have all kind of references to the Second World War. Memorial stones, end to fascism, that kind of stuff. And here in front of me, you have the cathedral. Wow, what a marvel. Let's have a look inside. Complicated for today. I don't know if they're open or not, but I'm gonna go to another place. Maybe we'll try this old relic instead. Looks like I'm in Rome, but in Berlin. That horse is scary. Phoenicians and Babylon. Yeah, you heard me. Babylon. And Islamic art. Who was here before me? Albert Einstein. He worked here. I'm here on the Museum Island. Here you have so many cool buildings, museums, historical things. And Albert Einstein, he worked here. Probably they have, some of the greatest minds has gone to universities here. Famous Humboldt University here on my side. Wow, this place is so full of surprises. And the art scene here, it's incredible. Off the charts. got to check out the marketplace when you come here. Maybe buy a painting, support them some way. And here you can see a map of the tour, where you can go, depending on what interests you.
That expression on your face, don't know what you're saying. That expression on your face, but I don't know what you're saying. But I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know.
So here you can find everything imaginable. You find traces from the war, helmets, gas masks, even war decorations. So there's no surprising what you can find on these second-hand markets or art fairs, art exhibitions. This city definitely has one of the most coolest artworks I've ever seen. This street art is totally weird. It's surrealistical. It's hard to put the name on it. Abstract. It feels like real art is playing and intermingling with the street, with the culture. Even though it seems random and there's clutter and there's tags and there's I don't know, stickers, different form of arts mixing together on the wall that is holding up the subway. I think this city got everything. I think it's one of the cooler cities in all of Europe, or all of the cities that I've been to. Cannot say which one is cooler. It's really hard to give a ranking, but this city is definitely on the top spots if you're looking to see something really different. They have the nightlife, they have cool buildings, they have some of the best art I've ever seen, and they got a lot of great shopping. This is the city if you want to experience what Europe is really about. It's a creative, expressive mecca. Seriously, it has the cool art, it has the beautiful building, it has the story, and it's showing something about our future. And when talking about history, this was the place where Hitler seized the power and where Putin was said to be a spy once in a time. Pretty weird park with tombstones from the First World War here, or that time here. So we got another day here in Berlin. We're gonna go to the Berlin Wall. Oops, took the wrong train again. I cannot almost believe it. We are at the Brandenburg Gate. This place is where history happened. And I guess where history is still happening. And here we are at the Reichstag, which Hitler and the Nazi party was said to have burnt down. The building is so huge. The building is so huge that it's almost hard to get it on camera. Just imagining what's been happening here on this field. People been gathering, cheering, like manic, chanting to go into some battle and to, to make the nation better. Because it was chaos, it was a lot of suffering. They had experienced the First World War. The land was in ruins. Economically, it was a catastrophe. Inflation, starvation. This is usually how the world goes bad. And as a result, we had Nazism and the Second World War. As you probably can see and guess, this is the memorial place to remember the millions of innocent people that was oppressed and killed by the former Nazi regime. This is a place where a lot of people come to send their silent prayers. Here behind me you have the remainings of the former Berlin Wall. The wall that's famously divided the city into East and West Berlin. Mommy, what's that pink thing? It's the future, my son. Here behind me is a huge section of the old Berlin Wall. As you can read here, save the world. As relevant today as it was back in the past. Oppression needs to stop now. So Berlin was divided into East and West. East controlled by the Soviet Union forces and the Western powers in the West. And what happened here was that the West side became kind of an economical miracle, and it led to a lot of people fleeing from the East side to the West, as much as in some years almost up to 200,000 people going to the other side because of the economical prosperity, and they also feared further Soviet unionization, and due to the paranoid acts of Joseph Stalin, the dictator in communistical Soviet Union. And there was actually a lot of effort that went into building this wall, because its length is supposed to have been between 40 kilometers all the way up to 100 kilometers depending on the sources. And on the border of the wall you would have these towers with people with guns shooting people if they tried to flee to the other side. It was brutal. And here you can see how the propaganda was used in order to create the motivations and incentives that was so important for the leaders. So you can really see here how the Nazis used propaganda in order to gain momentum on their goals. And that was a really disturbing worldview. And apparently you can take a balloon if you want to see Berlin from the sky. You can do almost everything here. And they got some impressive futuristical buildings too, if you're into that kind of stuff. And here we got the famous Charlie checkpoint. You know, that story. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to see here. I don't know even where to start. There's so many museums. Oh, something new to see. You know what I mean? if you want to have some plan when you go traveling to get the most out of your visit, I try to do this every day, see one or two new things, and see what you're interested in. Just looked up where there's some galleries, so I'm gonna see if I can find some nice art as a change from the historical artifacts that we saw. Something more modern. So if you wonder what the heck am I up to, I'm actually on my way to Kreuzberg, and I have no idea what that is. Looks pretty cool, artsy and industrial. And we have the beautiful river here in between, so instead of taking the highway, you know, with all the cars and the noise. So I just came from Charlie checkpoint and it's about 20 minutes walk. So instead of taking the bus, see more of the area.